Well, hello everybody. It's Tover from the Dapper Boys. I haven't had a video come out for a couple of days, so I thought I would check in and fill you in on what's been going on. It's kind of been interesting in my neck of the woods. As you know, we've had a lot of storms on the East Coast, and I'm in Virginia. And Sunday, we had a little bit of a scare. Had a big storm, lots of damage, power outages, and we've actually been without power since Sunday afternoon, and it just came on last night. I just wanted to talk about something that I think maybe we should discuss. After cancer and me having squamous cell carcinoma, HPV, of the tonsils and esophagus, I've had to deal with metabolism as a big issue. Because of the treatment effects, I've had to increase my calorie intake in order for me to survive. My body is like running a marathon all the time, even when I sleep. So I literally am taking in 3,000 to 4,500 calories every 2 hours, 24 hours a day. A lot of people have asked what I do to get that calorie amount in, which actually adds up to about 20,000 calories a day. Yes, you heard that right. 20,000 calories just to stay alive. I do have no salivary glands, and I do still have severe swallowing issues. I've had 5 esophageal stretches done about every 5 to 6 months, because my throat would shrink down to about the size of a pea. So when I start noticing that bite sizes have to keep getting smaller, I know that I need to go back and get that done. Right now, I'm limited because I've recently had a lot of my teeth removed, a total of 11, and it's all my uppers and lowers on the back. So I have no molars or anything to chew with any longer. And so that's put me back set as far as the type of foods that I can eat, because I can't chew them anymore. So one of the things that are being asked a lot is, what is it that I'm doing to be able to consume that many calories? Well, first off, I appreciate all the comments and ideas and suggestions, but I'm going to get real. And the fact is, it's all about cost. These high potent muscle drinks or protein shakes, things from the health store for bodybuilders to put on mass quickly, as much as I would have to consume, there's no possible way I could afford to be able to do that. So here's my trick and what I've learned. I use Carnation Instant Breakfast Powder Mix. I have to use vanilla. It's the only one that doesn't cause the thickening mucus and stickiness in my throat. Strawberry and vanilla, they add an extra talc-like powder substance in it of some sort, I guess for that flavoring. If I try one of those, I can barely swallow sometimes just to get it down. So in a given day, a box of Carnation Instant Breakfast comes with 10 packs. I'm right now going through 3 boxes per day with a full gallon of whole milk. I probably eat anywhere from 5 to 7 to 9 bananas blended in with it a day. And there's some good news about this. Yes, it's keeping me alive. Yes, it gives me energy, but it also keeps me healthy. I have not had a cold, no allergy problems, no sickness, because if you read on the packs, it's like 9 essential daily vitamins and minerals needed. Well, you times that pack by 30, so my body's getting more than it needs, but it's actually kind of helping keeping me healthy. One side effect of it is my hair grows now like crazy. My fingernails and toenails have to be trimmed every 3 days. If not, I look like I have Lee press-on nails. So I can deal with that because I'm still alive. Alright? So, during this storm, we just went to the store and on Saturday, and I restocked my fridge. I had 3 gallons of milk and 1/2 gallon, and the power goes out everywhere. So one of the things we have to consider is, oh my gosh, what would I do if I don't have access to milk? And that's whole milk, because I'm getting as much fat, and sometimes I even add powdered milk to that milk to increase, because I'm really trying to gain weight. I just went back to the doctor last week, and I've lost an additional 7 pounds. It took me 6 months to gain those 7 pounds, drinking 20,000 calories a day. That doesn't even include any human food that I eat. And I am able to eat human food. It's just, if you look up what to eat on a healthy diet, I can pretty much eat anything on that, as long as the vegetables and things are steamed real soft. The problem with it is, it's healthy and good for you and you don't gain weight. So I have to do what I can, eat what I can, and eat as fattening as I can. I've learned some tricks of certain restaurants. Well, it's funny, the restaurants that I do go to that know me, they'll bring milk to the table before we even get greeted, or we're getting set down and they are bringing me a giant glass of cold milk. And they know that if that glass gets half empty and I'm still eating, they bring me another glass, because milk is the only thing I have found that literally can clear my throat passage for me to swallow. So I highly recommend maybe trying and checking that out. I don't know how many of you have the metabolism weight loss issue like I do, but mine's extreme, and because of it, I've actually been diagnosed as a world anomaly. They can't figure out where in the body actually controls your metabolism. The leading endocrinologist from Germany comes to see me at UVA, as well as I'm being studied and looked at from across the country and around the world. They don't know if it's in your brain, is it your organs, is it a glands, is it enzymes? They just really cannot figure out what truly causes it to be so extreme, and they can't slow it down. So the only option I have is keep up the fight and keep the calories coming. When I say that I have to do it 24 hours a day, yes, I go to sleep at night around 9:30, 10 o'clock. By midnight, 12:30, I'm up doing another 4,000 shake calorie, and then I'll sleep another 2.5 hours. I get up and do it again. I do that until about 4:30 or 5 in the morning. At that time is when I get up and I take my thyroid medication, because you have to have it on an empty stomach, and my body burns everything so fast, I know within that last 2 hours the food's gone. So I'm able to take my thyroid medicine. I wait 30 minutes, and then I get my treat for the day, which is my cup of coffee with heavy cream, and then I immediately start back into shakes again. The types of foods that I'm able to eat on a regular basis that I find are things that are high in protein that are soft. So like lots of fish, crab legs, scallops, shrimp, small steamed mussels. They seem to go down pretty easy. Chicken, sometimes I can only eat the thigh part. I don't know why that is, and I can only eat the flats of a chicken wing. There's no other part of a chicken that I can eat, or it gets choked. I get choked. It's like I can put a little itty bitty piece of chicken breast in my mouth, And the moment I put it in and start trying to move it around and chew as best I can, I feel like it grows and expands to this big. I can't even get it down. I don't know why it is, but that's just the way it goes. Beef is something I can't do. No steak, which I miss. I love the good ribeye or New York strip, but that's okay. I can still do this. I've learned that I can fry a hamburger and chop it up real small in a frying pan, then throw it into the crock pot and add some extra fattening. Like I use Amish butter just because of more high fat content. I do that, let it cook and simmer all day, and it literally almost cooks down to mush. And then I can use it, and then I can have like spaghetti, and I use angel hair spaghetti noodles, and before I boil it, I break them into sections about this long, so that way I don't have a worry of a long noodle getting stuck in my throat trying to swallow. So that's the way I eat beef. Salisbury steak, same way. If we could pan fry it, I could then put it in a crock pot and let it cook on high with lots of gravy mix and butter and water, and I'll let it cook about 10 to 12 hours. So it's almost to the point that if you lay a fork on it, it falls apart. I'm able to eat that and get that down because I can take smaller bites if I need to. The other thing that I wanted to let you know about is instant mashed potatoes. Potatoes are great, but real potatoes I have still trouble getting down sometimes, with even with the heavy cream and heavy butter and everything in them. But excuse me, no saliva, talking, dry mouth, hold on. And as you can see, when I swallow, I have to put my chin down. That's actually called a chin tuck swallow, and that's something you may want to try. If you do feel like something's getting caught and you are taking a drink, take your finger and place it on your chin and force your chin down, and then make yourself swallow. Think of the flap in the back of your throat. Well, when people swallow, it comes out. Well, for us, like me, I had to have my tonsils removed, as well as my entire esophagus had to be scraped to remove the cancer. That now my throat is not shaped the same way, and things get caught right here. So when I swallow, it only half tips, and sometimes what gets caught here, liquid or whatever it may be, can go into my windpipe by accident. So chin tuck swallow. There you go. So, but the instant mashed potatoes, you can load them up with butter and cream, or whatever it is that you want to use. I've tried cream cheese, but it makes it still a little too thick. Then I still have to add so much milk and butter that then I pretty much have potato soup. But you do what you have to do. I can do the same thing with like cream of wheat. I can do that with oatmeal. This past weekend I had cheesy grits, which I never liked, and I've always hated grits because it was something that I felt like we were forced to eat as a child, and you know, those things you just don't want to have anything to do with. But they made cheesy grits for me with pimento cheese, and it was creamy enough that kind of reminded me of cream of wheat, but but I was able to get it down and swallow it, and it was actually flavorful. I mean, I know most of you have dealt with the taste issue. My taste, I'm now 3 years post, and my tastes still aren't the same, and I don't think they ever will be. When my taste buds started coming back, I learned quickly that they came back in different places. So where before you would taste salty things on your tongue versus where you would taste sweet things, mine are now reversed, which now you have to figure out where to hold your tongue in order to get the flavor that you're wanting. But again, that's a coping strategy, and you have to find out what that is. One last thing I want to tell you about is your mouth in general. Brushing your teeth, saltwater rinses. I go through the big bottles of no name brand antiseptic mint mouthwash. I go through probably 2 bottles, maybe 3 bottles a week. And that's because after every meal I'm rinsing. Even if I take a nap, and it's hard to condition yourself to sleep with your mouth closed. We're so accustomed in life sleeping the way we sleep, but after this I've had to learn and force myself to learn how to sleep with my mouth shut. I'm getting pretty good at it, but sometimes I mess up, and when I wake up my mouth feels like a desert and everything is dry and crusty. So the mouthwash definitely helps with that. One last thing, when traveling, these are the off-brand, but they are like the Listerine litmus slips that you can put on your tongue. I don't advise you to take and put a whole one in, especially if you don't have saliva glands anymore. But I take it and tear one in half, and I can put a half of one, and it will last for 45 minutes and still be there, because there's no liquid in my mouth unless I'm taking a sip of water or something. But that helps keep my mouth fresh. I'm very paranoid about my breath. I'm paranoid about eating in public. People will see me struggling to swallow sometimes, and they'll think they're going to help me. They think I'm choking, and first instinct is they want to come and pat me on the back. That would kill me. I mean, I'm trying to get it down, and I know what I need to do to get it down. Them not knowing and meaning well can be detrimental to me. So one thing that I do when we do go out in public and eat, either with people that know me and know my behavior and what I do, so that way they can help watch, make sure nobody else kind of freaks out. Number 2, if we go somewhere different or new, I always sit with my back to the people, so that way they don't have to see me squeamish to try to swallow, because sometimes it's not pretty, and I know, but I want to be normal again, and I want to be able to socialize and be out in public. So I just want to kind of give a roundabout synopsis of kind of what I've been doing and with eating and how calories go, and it's a struggle, but I wouldn't give up this life for nothing. I've got too much to live for, and thanks to you guys, I have people, literally thousands and thousands and thousands of people from all around the world that follow me, message me, contact me, and they're learning from my story. I'm different because I'm an anomaly, but I'm still a part of the cancer family. And I want you to know that I'm here for you, because you are helping inspire me. There's times that I get down, but then I go back and I look at these videos and the comments that are under them, or my Facebook page under the Dapper Boys, or my personal Facebook page, or my other special group, Topher's Adventure, on Facebook, and it reminds me that I'm still here for a reason, and that reason and purpose is to inspire others to not give up. And as I've said, and I will continue to say till my last breath, is find the good in everything, no matter how small, and be like me. Always be dapper. I love you. Please comment below. Please like. please share, and please subscribe to the Dapper Boys. If you know someone that has cancer, or especially HPV or squamous cell carcinoma of the neck and throat, help them connect with me. Let me help them and be inspired to keep fighting. And I've noticed several groups that I have joined on Facebook. There's a lot of you and a lot of us that get down, and it happens, but you just got to keep moving forward. A lot of people keep asking, when will I get better? When will I get better? Well, even if we didn't have cancer, we can't guarantee tomorrow's going to be better. And we grow older, things change. Accept that. But don't let cancer control you. And try not to let the effects of cancer control you. I've just learned to cope and deal with them as best I can, and I try to help others. There's people saying, oh, I'm 2 months out post-radiation and chemo, and now it's worse than ever. I feel like I'm swallowing razor blades. And well, I'm here to tell you, it's going to take a while. It took me almost 6 months before I was able to even attempt. I can remember like 5-6 months out, I had a dollop of mashed potatoes with a sliver of chicken thigh meat that was set on top of it, and it was put on a nice fancy plate and everything, and it looked like something from a 5-star restaurant. But that was my whole meal, and I could barely get it down. It took probably 3 glasses of milk at that time just to get that little bit down. But you gotta keep pushing and make it happen. And don't give up. You're gonna get mouth sores, mouth ulcers, you're gonna get thrush. So be prepared for that. You're gonna have taste buds that are gonna get inflamed. You're gonna have to deal with that. In my case, I ended up getting necrosis of the bone in my right side, which caused the teeth issue, so I had to have the teeth removed. But do you see me sad or upset about it? I mean, it bothers me, and I'm self-conscious a lot, but I have a great support team, and I have all of you to help me, and I want to help others. So please share and like and subscribe. Help me help others so you can help me. And if there's anybody out there that is having trouble gaining weight, and you keep losing weight even after your feeding tube's gone, and you're eating normally, and the doctors are like, oh, you're sustaining your own weight, so we're good to go, we'll let you get your tube out. I did all that. I was doing really well, so everything was fine. It wasn't until about 2 months after that that I was eating the same amounts of food every day, but I started losing weight again. And I just started increasing the milkshakes, not thinking anything about it, until it got to the point that I went, wait, I'm drinking a gallon of milk and 3 boxes a day, and I'm just barely staying where I was. That's when I had to go back, and I'm like, what's going on? So they did all kinds of tests, and I've basically been told now, keep doing what you're doing. There was such internal trauma to the inside of my body through my neck and all the surgeries that my body needs this nutrition, and it's pulling from everywhere else in my body to try to heal what's going on. So that's why I don't get a chance to gain weight. My body's using it too fast. So don't give up, just keep adding. But I hope everyone has a great day. As you can see, I'm sitting in the greenhouse hot tub because the temperature here has dropped from 99 degrees to 67 degrees. So I know you know as well as I do, after chemo and radiation, you freeze to death very easily. If your core gets cold, you can't get warm again. I've lived under a electric blanket or hot pads for I don't know how long, but the hot tub definitely helps me relax. It keeps me warm. Hot tub's at 98 right now, and I feel very comfortable. So, and then inside the greenhouse, alright, in here right now, it's 82 degrees. So 67 outside, 82 in here, and I feel like I'm in Mexico or Dominican Republic. And it's very tropical, and that's the way we've set it up. We use this room year round, so 12 months a year we're in here, and during the winter time we just close the windows up and put the 6 mil plastic and anchor it all down around it. Stays comfortable enough that I can come out, get in here, get warmed up, get out, get changed in this room, and then I have like a 5 foot or about 5 steps to get into the house, that I only have to worry about getting cold for those few seconds. But I know this turned out to be a little longer than I expected, but I just wanted to inspire you guys, because I'm seeing all these posts on the survivor group for cancer, and it's all very disheartening to hear everybody so upset, and you know, how long is it going to be, and what am I going to do, and I can't take it no more. And honey, I've been through it, and you'll make it through it. You just got to keep a positive attitude and keep trying. And if you need a support system, join one of the Facebook groups for head and neck cancer, HPVC, squamous cell carcinoma, cancer survivor group. There are several of those on Facebook. My page, the Dapper Boys on Facebook. Send questions. Ask me. I'm an open book. That's what I'm here for. I truly felt at one point I was gone, and I lost who I was, and it was that bad. I was in a very dark place. The medications they had me on made me oblivious as to even being a part of this world. And when we started titrating and taking me off of those medications, I came back and I realized I was back for a reason. I have a purpose, and that purpose is to inspire and help others. So I hope that I help you as much as you help me. So have a great evening. Dapper Strong. Find the good in everything, no matter how small. Much love, everybody. Talk to you soon.